Hi, my name is Natan Sachs. I'm the director of the Center for Middle East Policy here at the Brookings Institution. And in my own research, I focus on Israel, its relations with the United States, its relations with its neighbors, and also its relations with itself, its internal society, and its politics. In September, Israel heads yet again to the polls for elections. The stakes are very high. They're very high for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. If he wins, he continues as Prime Minister. If he loses, he's probably heading to prison on criminal charges. But the stakes are also very high for the country. If he wins, Netanyahu will change the legal system to keep himself out of prison, and what that will do is change the whole system of checks and balances in Israel. It will disempower the judiciary from overseeing decisions by the legislature. It will change the very constitutional makeup of the country in ways that I think are very damaging for the long term. Secondly, Netanyahu will be beholden to every last element in his coalition. What that will do is create a push for annexation of parts of the West Bank into Israel proper, something that would change dramatically the way Israel relates to the Palestinians and the West Bank, and I think even to itself. The American administration has already signaled that it would approve such a move. Again, something that would have long-term ramifications well past the term of Netanyahu, whenever he's out of office, and well past this administration in the United States as well. This campaign in Israel, in many ways, is an odd one. It's about one individual, Netanyahu. He just became the longest-serving prime minister in Israel's history, and in a large degree, it's a referendum about him. His line is, "Look at me. No other Israeli can do what I can do. I can visit the White House whenever I want. I can visit Moscow whenever I want." And so don't be surprised if just before these elections, he's going to find himself on state visits to Korea, to Japan, elsewhere. He's going to talk to the diplomats, he's going to talk to the leaders, but really his audience is very simple. It's the Israeli voters. He's trying to impress upon them that he's, as he says, in a league of his own. The opposition, of course, is also pointing to Netanyahu. They're saying, look at this man. He's suspect of criminal activity. He might be charged with bribery. He might find himself in prison. That's not the way the prime minister should be. One surprising campaign is by Netanyahu's former partner, Avigdor Lieberman. Lieberman is run with the tagline, "Make Israel normal again." He's borrowing, of course, from Donald Trump, but his argument is that all this whirlwind about one man, Netanyahu, needs to end. The campaign, the politics, the elections, they should be about Israel, not about its prime minister. So will Netanyahu survive this politically? Will he be prime minister a year from now? About 6 months ago, I predicted he would not, and then I thought I'd probably be wrong. But now, again, Netanyahu is under threat. These elections could bring down Netanyahu, surprisingly not because the left or the center would win, but because his own coalition would break up. This could be the political end of Benjamin Netanyahu. He might not be prime minister a year from now. That would change a lot. It would change the style of government. It would change quite a bit about external relations in the short term. But it would not change some of the fundamentals of Israeli policy. His successor, after all, would most likely be a new leader from the right wing, his own party. And in that sense, we'd expect continuity with a very different flavor.